Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment here for an all-new 2018 NFL mock draft. I know it's been a while, but I am now back with my weekly mock drafts. Today is Thursday, and I'll be back Monday, then the Monday after that, and then even the Wednesday right before the draft for my final 2018 NFL mock draft. So don't worry, there'll be plenty of mock drafts for you over the upcoming weeks. This one was only one round, but Mondays will be 2 rounds, and I don't do 3 rounds anymore. I ain't got time for that, and plus my third rounds are never very good. No ones are ever very good because it's really hard to pick who's going to pick whoever at 75, right? No one can really pick that. But the first 2 rounds, okay, maybe you're close enough. Let's do that. And remember, last year I was the most accurate person when it came to predicting the first round. Let's do it again now. Okay, so we've had some changes since my last mock draft in terms of the draft order. The Patriots now have 2 first-round picks. The New York Football Jets are picking 3rd in this 2018 NFL draft. So let's start by talking about the teams at the beginning by giving focus to those changes that I just aforementioned. And also the Bills have moved up to pick number 12. So a lot of things have changed since my last mock draft. So pick number one. And I gotta discuss this. We're gonna discuss the important things, the things that I deem important today. Man, are the Cleveland Browns about to do this again? Are the Cleveland Browns about to do this again? Apparently the Browns are interested, not even interested. They're planning on taking quarterback Josh Allen with the first pick of the 2018 NFL draft. Now, I'm currently doing my quarterback analysis, and you'll see my scouting report of Josh Allen very soon, maybe even this weekend. Here's my thing with Josh Allen. I can see the potential. I can see it. Everyone can see it. But dude, are you gonna bring it out of him? Probably not. Don't even go down that road. Take the safe option. There are safe options in this quarterback class, and right now my number 1 quarterback in this 2018 NFL draft, Sam Darnold. He is the guy. Now, yes, he is turnover prone, and yes, he does have his issues, but I do not see, realistically, him being a complete, total, flat-out bust, and Cleveland Browns have only had complete, flat-out, total busts for the past 20 years. They need a guy that's going to stay in their quarterback position for at least 5 years, and Sam Darnold would be that. Sam Darnold is the pick to me. Baker Mayfield wouldn't be bad. Baker Mayfield would not be bad. He'd be a starting quarterback for you, and I think he could end up being the best quarterback out of this draft. But if they take Josh Allen, if they take Josh Rosen, if they take someone that is not Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold, to me, the Browns have messed up. The pick is there to be made. They could finally have a franchise quarterback, and yet again, the Browns are going to absolutely fail to do this. I mean, somehow, dear God, can anyone explain to me how they passed on Carson Wentz, who was sitting there at number 2? They traded out to the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles. The Browns keep doing this. I mean, is that not one of the biggest mistakes in NFL history, to trade back and not take a quarterback who would then lead a team to being 13-3 in the regular season, and that team would end up winning the Super Bowl, and with him probably would have won it easier? I mean, probably. I mean, we could debate that all day long, but I think so. And now it appears as if that team will be a perennial Super Bowl contender for years. The Browns are stupid. I've spent way too much time on the Browns already, but I have to stress this. We move on to picks 2 and 3, where I had to make an interesting decision, and I went quarterback for both. Now, I believe the Giants are morons, and I think that they're sticking with Eli Manning. I understand that. My prediction here is not that a quarterback will go to the Giants. My prediction, and let me be clear now, listen to me now, my prediction is that a quarterback will be selected at number 2. That's my prediction. Okay, so I normally like to go player to team, but right now I have to do player to pick, because it seems really evident that the Giants are going to move back from this spot. They're going to receive an offer from the Buffalo Bills, maybe from the New England Patriots, who knows, from somebody. They're going to move back. They're not going to stay at number 2, most likely, and whoever moves up will take a quarterback. Whoever it is going to take Sam Darnold, because they're going to see what I'm saying, that this guy should be a starting quarterback in the NFL, and he could be damn special, and we got to get a hold of this guy immediately. Someone's going to see that, and Bill Belichick, if he can, put together the draft capital, he's going to see that. He's going to pounce on this guy. So I don't care who it is. I don't care who trades up. I don't do trades. I'm Mel Kiper in that way. I don't do trades. Look, it's already hard enough to pick players to go to teams, to pick players to go to picks. I cannot pick this team to trade with that team and take that player. That's way too much to predict. But I will predict that this player will go at that pick. I will predict that. We move on to pick number 3, New York Jets. They take Josh Rosen. And here's my thing on Josh Rosen. I have a scouting report coming up on him this weekend. I think the character concerns are a big problem, and I just don't see how NFL players and locker rooms are going to buy into this guy and fight for this guy. I think he's going to be a Sam Bradford type player. Oh, he's a starting quarterback in this league. He could break the accuracy record. He could do well, but he's never going to lead a winning team. Maybe he could go to the playoffs like Sam Bradford was scheduled to go to the playoffs this year. But man, you're just not going to win a Super Bowl with this guy because they're not going to buy into this guy. Jay Cutler even went to the playoffs, but you're not going to go to the Super Bowl. People won't buy into this guy. I'm telling you, I don't buy Josh Rosen's intangibles. If I'm the Jets, I'm not going down this road. I'm taking Baker Mayfield all day, who I think is almost just as talented as a passer. And although he has his own issues, I think he's safer than Josh Rosen, who I don't think NFL players and locker rooms are going to buy into. So outside of that, the most significant picks in this mock draft to me, quarterbacks are significant, people. I'm sorry, they are. Outside of that, Saquon Barkley goes number 4 to the Browns. Now, again, I would hate the Josh Allen pick. I mean, I wouldn't hate it to death because maybe he'll be really good. I won't completely dismiss that, but I wouldn't like it. At least they would then salvage it with Saquon Barkley, okay? So I would like that. And I know this is an NBA comparison here, and I don't like NBA comparisons. But what you would see is you would see a sort of Philadelphia 76er thing building, where they definitely have definite building blocks of players that could be elite in just a couple of years. And Myles Garrett, Saquon Barkley, that they're building something. Now, they're still not going to win anything because the quarterback ain't there and the head coach ain't there. But you would like the building blocks. Remember, when people were looking at the Sixers last year, we said, man, the building blocks are there. Some of you guys didn't see it. Oh, now you're seeing now that they're winning. The same story will be told when it comes to the Cleveland Browns. But for right now, they stink. We move on to the next significant picks. Man, the Broncos pass on a quarterback. And this is what I think they're going to do, and I think they're stupid. I think John Elway has lost his touch. I think he was coddled a bit by Peyton Manning. Now, I know Peyton Manning wasn't great his last year there. I understand that, but Jesus Christ, what is John Elway doing? He gave Case Keenum way too much money, $27 million guaranteed over 2 years. He traded away Aqib Talib, which actually I'm okay with because Talib is getting older. I'm actually okay with that. But it seems like he hasn't picked anybody for 2 years. I mean, who was someone that the Broncos have picked in the past 2 years that's been an impact player? They've drafted wide receivers, none of them done anything. Running backs haven't done anything. Offensive linemen, they haven't really picked an impact player for the past 2 years. I think he's lost his touch. And I think he's going to pass on Baker Mayfield. I hope this isn't true because I think Mayfield could be a great fit here in Denver, but I have them taking a stupid offensive guard in Quenton Nelson. And look, I love Quenton Nelson. I'm not taking a guard top 5. I mean, I just don't buy that you need that. You know, top 10 maybe, but top 5 I think is too high. You know, the Redskins, yeah, they took Brendan Scherf, and Brendan Scherf has been fine for them. If you ask them today, would they take him? No, they say we take someone else. So I'm just not a big guard guy in the top 5. I want someone a little more impactful. But whatever, okay, they take a guard. Okay, outside of that, there's significant picks in this 2018 NFL mock draft. I have Denzel Ward going in the top 10 to the San Francisco 49ers, teaming up with Richard Sherman. I struggle still with the Dolphins pick. What the hell do they want? They just got rid of Ndamukong Suh, so Vita could be a possibility there. But are they going to take him at number 11? Seems a little bit high for a nose tackle, although he's a great nose tackle. That guy makes plays. Bills, I'm taking quarterback Baker Mayfield, and this would be a great quarterback for them. Again, right now, Baker Mayfield is number 2 on my quarterback big board, and I think he could end up being the best quarterback out of this draft class. I'm actually betting for Sam Darnold to improve a bit. I think right now Mayfield is better. I think Mayfield is better than Sam Darnold coming out, but I think in the future Darnold will be better. His potential is higher. But again, Mayfield right now, to me, he's the most pro-ready coming out of all these quarterbacks in this 2018 NFL draft. And by the way, pro-ready, it's a very misleading thing because I do think Lamar Jackson will have the biggest impact. I think Lamar Jackson will have the biggest impact, but I think in terms of prototypically pro-ready, I think it's Baker Mayfield. Speaking of Lamar Jackson, he goes 27 to the New Orleans Saints, who at that point, man, they'd have to take him. Now, I think Lamar Jackson will probably not fall this far. I wanted to match him to the New England Patriots. But look, here's the thing. I think Bill Belichick wants intelligent players. And look, I gotta call it out, man. Lamar Jackson, your Wonderlic score was bad, dog. Okay, we're talking bad, dog. 13 out of 50 on the Wonderlic. Now, I'm not a big Wonderlic guy. I think you gotta get over an 18 and I don't care if you're a quarterback. But if you get under 18, okay, I care. Because, man, you gotta be really smart to succeed at the quarterback position in the NFL. Not even really smart. You gotta be pretty smart, decently smart. I mean, we've had some stupid quarterbacks in the past, like Terry Bradshaw, that just throw the ball around and they don't care. But in the past 10 years, it's hard to find a quarterback, but you cannot find one that has been drafted in the past 10 years, have a Wonderlic under 18 and been successful. Donovan McNabb had a 15, he was successful, but again, that's over 20 years ago at this point. Maybe just getting on the precipice of 20 years at this point. Steve McNair, just over 20 years ago. Vince Young had a 6. Jamarcus Russell was bad. I mean, it just concerns me, and I don't buy, and I've heard, by the way, from sources that I've heard that Lamar Jackson has not been impressive in the film room, okay, that he's been very nonchalant in the film room, not very impressive, not really bringing up a lot of things, not surprising teams with his intellectual abilities, with his football IQ in the film room. Bill Belichick ain't into that, okay? He could be into a lot of things, he ain't into that. And Jacoby Brissett, a quarterback that ran a lot last year, they ran read option with him. I understand all that. Even Jacoby Brissett had a 23-24 on his Wonderlic. So Lamar Jackson's Wonderlic and his film room study and what I've heard about that, I think the Patriots actually stay away, although Bill Belichick will recognize the power Lamar Jackson will have within his legs and the impact he will have early. Maybe not for an extended amount of time, but that's okay because Bill Belichick ain't looking to stay for an extended amount of time. But right now, Lamar Jackson falls all the way down to 27 on my mock draft, and he could fall out of the first round. I think someone would probably trade up for him. At this point, maybe the Broncos. But man, again, if you're going to take Lamar Jackson, you have to go all in on this kid. You have to run this kid to death. Say we're going to get 5, 6, 7 years out of him, and then he's done. Because eventually, and this goes for everybody that runs around as much as he will, except for Cam Newton, you're gonna get injured and you're gonna be done. Like that's just what's gonna happen. Especially look at his frame. He's gonna be done. But in the meantime, he's gonna make some damn plays. All right, so we move on. Other interesting picks in this 2018 NFL draft. I want to know what Ravens fans are thinking. By the way, I want to know I want to know what everyone's thinking. Right? I love getting feedback from you guys, but specifically Ravens fans today. Ravens and Cardinals. Cardinals I have going Mike McGlinchey, the offensive tackle out of Notre Dame. I actually want to go wide receiver. I know you guys drafted Chad Williams last year out of Grambling State, and he had an okay rookie year. He really didn't do anything. But maybe you guys see he's going to be something in the future. I think wide receiver Calvin Ridley should go to you, but I had him going to the Ravens. Now, Ravens don't have many needs. They could use an offensive lineman, sure. Probably an offensive guard, more than an offensive tackle, but they could use one, sure. Wide receiver, I actually didn't want to mock it. But everyone was mocking it, so I said, well, I guess I might as well mock it too. But hey, so you guys just signed Michael Crabtree in free agency. You also signed John Brown. Do you guys need this type of wide receiver right now? I don't think so. I don't buy it. So what do Ravens fans, what do y'all want? Tell me, and I'll update my mock next time to reflect that. Outside of that, that's pretty much it. Those are the most significant picks. I saw the Titans taking defensive tackle Mo Hurst out of Michigan. I know edge rusher's been a popular pick here. I'll probably have it next time. This time, I still went with Maurice Hurst. Hey, they just went after Ndamukong Suh, didn't get him. They can get Mo Hurst. Okay, so there you go. 2018 NFL mock draft. Again, there will be a number of mock drafts leading up to the draft. Next one will be Monday, 2-round mock draft on Monday, so stay tuned for that. Until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.